By European standards, just like France, Spain is a vast country. It's the next stop on our world tour on the way south to Africa, and honestly, we have no idea what to expect. We can't wait to explore the Spanish cities and countryside, but what will it be like living the Kombi life off-grid and on the move through Europe's fourth largest country? It's raining over there and it's sunny here. It's sunny in Spain. We've literally gone into a tunnel and come out the other side, and we're in Spain. And the clouds have gone away. They must be trapped on that side of the Pyrenees. That's awesome. Tell you what else is awesome. No borders. I wish all borders were like that. Love Europe.
Ben and I have both been to Catalonia's capital before, and we love it there. So despite having had a horrible experience last time, which we'll come back to in a bit, we motored on towards Barcelona.
It wasn't that hilly going from France to Spain through the Pyrenees. We ditched a bunch of water before we left to save a bit of weight and make old boomerang not struggle so much on the hills, and we didn't need to. The French and the Spanish have been very kind and built a tunnel all the way through the Pyrenees. So thanks for that, guys, appreciate that. Boomerang does too. Morning. We woke up in the most amazingly romantic place last night. These beautiful arches and these old kind of like destroyed tiles on the floor. Unfortunately, it was a car park, an underground car park, because we are in Barcelona.
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 Barcelona, mate.
Barcelona, mate. It's actually quite hard to find secure parking for a high top in the city of Barcelona. We are right in the centre of Barcelona. This building looks like it might have been residential or something previously because of all of the old tiles on the floor. But yes, this was our unglamorous, unromantic spot for camping last night. Quiet though, and secure, which we'll get onto in a second. Oh, this is a Barcelona. Oh, and that is Alaska getting stood on. What's up, girl? You stand on it? I'm a bit of a bum. Breaking news, Alaska's bottom has been bitten by a Barcelonian insect. How do you feel about this, Alaska? So yes, this is the outside of where we woke up, and there is a very good reason why we stayed in secure parking last night, and it's because Barcelona is a very, very sketchy city to be parking on and leaving your vehicle. It's a high likelihood that it will be broken into, and so it was worth us going to secure parking. But Leah, my gosh, it was expensive, wasn't it?
It was expensive, but we thought, did you tell them how bad it was to park out the crime in Barcelona?
Yeah, I was just saying that.
Yeah, so it's worth spending 45 euros, was it?
42 euros.
42 euros to park somewhere safe with a guard undercover so our bus wouldn't get broken into, because it is not nice to van life in Barcelona at all.
No, it's an incredible city to visit. I absolutely highly recommend people put it on their bucket list, but fly here, stay in a hotel and watch your belongings at all times.
Yes. Let's go get some breakfast and coffee. Coffee?
Coffee.
Cafe con leche. I think for breakfast I'm going to have the tortilla de queso. Did you know there's going to be an omelette in my tortilla de queso? Learn something new every day.
This omelette sandwich turned out to be absolutely delicious, and it cost €3, which is not very expensive for a major city. And that's one of the things I love most about Barcelona is the al fresco plaza dining, basically in these squares. In every little square in the city there are like tables outside these tiny little cafes, and you can get tapa style food, lots of different dishes, and it's very, very economical and varied and beautiful ingredients and delicious, and it's a really immersive way to eat with the locals in the city, you know, rather than behind closed doors in a restaurant. It's one of my favourite things about this city. One thing I've noticed being in Paris and Barcelona is the number of e-scooters. They're everywhere. Is that happening in your city? I'm really curious because it seems to be exploding in popularity in Europe. Please let me know in the comments below where you're from and whether this is taking off in your city, if there are e-scooters everywhere. Sure looks like a fun way to get around.
There are loads of beautiful birds on the streets here that are outnumbering the pigeons. Just like in Australia, we've got like parakeets.
Are they parakeets here?
They sound like parakeets and they look like them.
Paraquitos maybe.
Maybe.
Paraquitos. I wonder how the pigeons feel about them. Let's have a look. A little while back we were kind of figuring out whether we would be able to do van life and what travelling in a vehicle would be like in Europe, and we actually did a test run, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We came down to meet my sister at the time, and we didn't have the Kombi with us obviously.
We were sleeping in a car.
Yeah.
It was extremely uncomfortable, and we recorded an entire video about that, but we never got to release it, and that's for one key reason. Why is that, Leah?
Because our camera got stolen here in Barcelona.
Yeah, we're probably not the only people that happened to.
Yeah, so all our footage is gone, so we're unable to make a video about that moment.
It is a little sketchy. You do have to be careful about keeping your valuables with you. Don't take your eyes off them for 2 seconds because someone will gladly relieve you of them. You actually found out an interesting statistic about that.
Yeah, so unfortunately Barcelona is known obviously for its crime and its petty theft. Apparently in Barcelona, in this Barcelona area, the police don't take anything that's stolen under €400 or €300 seriously. So if you go there with anything stolen that's under €300, the police won't do anything about it. So maybe that's why petty theft is rampant here.
Yeah, we didn't actually report our camera stolen. It's just one of those, what are they going to do anyway?
Yeah.
So we lost that whole bit of footage and that whole adventure, but this is an entirely new one, and we are intending to keep this camera with us.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Every city we go to, we have to explore the old town. It's our favourite places to explore in cities, and Barcelona's is gorgeous.
There aren't many old towns better than Barcelona, right?
No, Edinburgh's pretty cool too.
Yeah, but I love these twisty little streets and balcony life. Just gotta look up. Bueno, para almuerzo comenzamos con aceitunas rellenas, qué ricas. Y también queremos los boquerones en vinagre, creo. Y también las patatas bravas. Son las mejores patatas en el mundo. Porque la señorita quieren los croquetas de pollo también. Gracias.
One of the first things we do when we arrive into a new country, apart from trying the food and eating, is to find internet. So what we were originally going to do on this journey is to get a new SIM card in every country that we go to. That has proven to be quite difficult. Not only do you have to try to speak the local language to explain what you want in a SIM card, but we tend to be in different countries every couple of weeks, so that's just going to be quite annoying and take up a lot of our time. We did get one in France that said it was able to be, in the whole of Europe, roaming is abolished, so we thought that was going to be a good thing. One of the SIM cards that we got doesn't allow you to, well, it allows you to roam, but it cuts your data in half. So you pay for 30 gig, for example, and you can only use 15 of that gig in countries outside of that country where the SIM card is from. So that wasn't good for us. So today we have gone to get another SIM card that is from Orange, and apparently they are better at roaming. You can use all the data. And it's got good coverage all over Europe. So for 20 euros, this is 15 gigs. So hopefully it's going to be good because we use a lot of internet for uploading our videos and working on the road. So we'll see how that goes. We woke up here this morning. We're not too far out from Barcelona. About an hour out, do you think? 2 hours maybe? So we didn't get far yesterday. There was a crash on the freeway and we stopped just off the freeway. The freeway is just behind us over here, but we found this land to park in last night and we're surrounded by nothing. It's really nice actually. Yeah, we spent less than 24 hours in Barcelona, which was enough. It was a bit hectic. We saw quite a bit in under 24 hours. So it's nice to be out in nature now, even though we're surrounded by flies. So this morning we're going to sort out the house. Ben's doing some work and we're going to have a shower because it's sunny and there's no one around. So we're going to have a nice clean. And then we're going to push on to the east coast, west coast.
North coast?
Northwest coast of Spain. So yeah, no, we're not going to show much of Spain, driving through Spain, but we're going to be going to the coast and doing lots of cool stuff, fun stuff, relaxing stuff on the coast. So I'm looking forward to that.
We are in the middle of pretty much nowhere in northern Spain. There's nobody at this gas station. I'm hoping that we can get some gas because we're out of it. And it's still considerably cheaper than France. Go España. Let's see if we can actually get some petrol though, because I'm not sure.
Muchas gracias. Buen viaje.
Right, we should take...
Atención, está usted recostando sin plomo.
Sin plomo. Unleaded. Okay. Apparently, we've chosen 40 euros because if we choose more than that and we can't fit it in the tank, we just lose the money. I wanted to fill it. I don't know when the next gas station will be. We're off into the mountains, so...
40 euros is a lot.
We're out of water as well. We might as well fill up with water while we're here, right?
Yeah.
Agua. Airi. It seems like you've got to bring your own hose if you want air, because that doesn't come out. Well, there's water. This is a pretty skanky hose. I wouldn't want to put this into our drinking water system just because of, I just wouldn't want to do it anyway. But that's the beauty of having two separate water systems. This water will only be used for us to shower in and for like washing dishes and stuff like that. So it's totally fine. Take a while.
3/4. It's full.
Okay, thanks. Thank you very much, Spain. Nice little test for boomerang here. It's a pretty loose rock, loose terrain and pretty steep in sections, but no problem. Lots of torque and lots of traction. So far so good, and so far so far. It's a little smelly in Spain.
It freaking stinks here! All through Spain so far, it's just had this lingering smell of like, it's not manure, it doesn't smell like farm smell, it smells like human waste or sewage or something.
It's not F for farm, it's F for feces.
Yeah, it's rank. Like, I don't know if it's just what they're using in all the farm here, like all the sewage is bad here or something, but it bloody stinks. It's really hard to breathe sometimes, isn't it?
Yes. In the north.
I wonder what it is. I have no idea. I want to find out. Just ask the local.
It's really, you can't go up to a local and say, what is that stench you're living in?
It's just on, it seems like it's just on the farmland, so it must be the what they use for manure.
There's nothing growing here though.
I don't know what it is. Ugh.
That's it. That is what the smell is. Every time we go past one of those buildings, it absolutely stinks. Like for miles around. Here's another one. All across this region, they're just full of pigs and cows. We haven't hardly seen any animals outside. There's one there, look. There's no animals outside. Man, they absolutely stink. This is all the crops that are basically grown, all the corn to feed the animals. There's a lot of meat eaters in Spain, I think. They do have some world-class dried meats and hams, but you know, it's all well and good when you see it on the restaurant table, but like when you actually go past the places where those animals spend their entire lives without seeing any daylight, without being able to walk outside, literally born, live and die in their own filth in those stinky buildings. That's not right. No, it's a small one and it still stinks.
On a whim, we decided not to continue south directly to Africa. Instead, we pointed our compass northwest to an area which was about to become one of our favourites.
Let's do.
Yes. Nice.
I should navigate more often, shouldn't I?
Good job, Ben.
Good job, Leah. Done a great job driving today. How do you enjoy it?
Okay.
And well done, Boomerang. He's the real hero. Sounds like a jumbo jet shutting down.
Tired. So because I drove, you're cooking, right?
Yeah, babes, this is a gender-neutral relationship. I can cook and you can clean.
Hey, I clean when I cook.
The chef doesn't do the washing up. Everybody knows that. I wash tomorrow, you cook tomorrow.
It's really hot.
Damn straight you are, baby. Let's get those clothes off.
We have to open the door from the outside in this Kombi.
Because we still haven't fixed that since May.
We stopped short of the emerald green paradise known as the Basque country and found ourselves making home for the night next to a lake. On the map, the lake had been much bigger, but in recent years, Spain has been getting warmer and drier, and this lake has shrunk to less than half of its former size. We shared the camp spot with two lovely French vineyard owners who had as much passion for travel and exploration as we do. Here, we traded tips and stories over apero, lasting long into the night, which fueled our excitement even more for the upcoming Basque country.
There it is. Flipping heck. I knew I left it out here. It was that fox. Look at that.
Naughty fox.
Completely ruined.
How do you think foxes did that? They're like dogs playing with a toy.
I think he's just telling us that we've been here like one day too long and it's his home and we need to jog on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... thank you, Mr. Fox, for ruining my flip-flop. Annihilated. We've got to be a little bit careful with Alaska out here because she chased something off in the bushes. Like she saw it and she went after it and this big thing ran away. But she's brave, but she's not very big, and she would get her ass kicked by a big fox, and it was a big fox. So we have to be a little careful with her. I'm not sure if there's snakes in Spain, but hey, we're out in the wilderness. Just have to deal with what we find, eh?
She's slowly getting used to it.
It's nice having space up front though, isn't it?
Yeah.
She still gets to join us up front on the shorter journeys, but if we're driving for several hours, it's more comfortable for her and for us if she's in the back. And safer too. Right, Alaska? Safety first. Pushing out of Spain's northern Dust Bowl, the green slopes of the Basque country started to reveal themselves, as did the full resistance of the Pyrenees Mountains. Among the steep and twisty lanes, some of the oldest in Europe are hiding incredible gems of nature waiting to be discovered, and we cannot wait to go exploring. But that is a story for next time.